Alright, so every single quest is done. And I'm back at camp. And got a bit of an exhaustion health problem. I could take coffee. Or I could sleep. Which it's still 5 hours till it even becomes midnight. So like maybe I should just sleep. I'll still have like 5 hours of running around from midnight to 6 and stuff like that. Oh, 6 hours. Of running around like a lunatic for the purposes of, like, you know, murdering everything that tries to murder me, ripping all of their pieces out and trading them for goods. Hooray! Alright, that's, almost perfect. Yeah. Get rid of these needles. For now. Maybe that's not entirely necessary, I don't know. My priority right now is that the children are not going to be around. Okay. It's... Wow, yeah, it's still an hour from midnight. Let's go one more hour. Let's cap myself off. That didn't work. Didn't work for my health. Oh well. Well. I'm cool with it. My knife's bad, isn't it? That's that problem. No, I repaired it recently. Cool. Alright, we're gonna do, like, all of the killing. Like, so much killing. I'm just gonna wander out into the surrounding city. I'm gonna fight everything that attacks me. Let's see. In approximately 1 hour, the disease should start spreading? Yeah. In 1 hour, the map's going to reset, which the primary outcome of that is going to be that the spots on the map that are diseased are going to change. And because the spots on the map that are diseased change, I have to deal with what the next map layout's going to be and stuff like that. Let's just go dog. Dog. What the fuck? Dog? Are you attacking me? No. Dog! Dog? Hey, can I interact with you? What the I've played this game for like 40 hours or something and I've never just seen a dog. I've heard them barking for like a third of that time. Non-stop, it seems. What is happening? Does this mean something? I'm just gonna have to follow this dog, obviously. Today is okay.
Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
Dog. He's really fast. Not really surprised because dog, but he's very fast. Letter. Panacea. Everything else was, yeah. Panacea. So it seems that the only way to fulfill the duty of the sun is to help the mysterious patient recover. Although the sick body itself is not yet known, the disease is manifest. You should immediately proceed to research the panacea. Have no doubt, the powers that be would be willing to facilitate the project, regardless of whether you will do it alone or with help. No price is too high as long as there is a chance to compound the cure. With the vaccine in your hands, you will soon become a man able to relieve the suffering of the townsfolk or ignore it. A lucrative opportunity, is it not? Always at your service, benefactors. Dog! I think I lost him behind these buildings. It might be over here. In this lot. Did you go over? Ooh! That stands out. Every now and then when you see an herb, you know it when you know it. But they're real hard to spot otherwise. Or to be sure whether or not you even can spot them. I can hear the dogs barking like always, but that was a real dog. What the fuck? Isadora's diaries. An extract of about the final day. Final duty. My life has come to an end. It may run me down It may run me down any moment now. Whatever the cost may be, I took it upon myself to protect the following people. The daughter of the Ogimsky family. She will inherit the earth. Casper Kane, most definitely. Angry. The girl from the van. She knows when? The freckled snooping boy. Back door. The chieftain of the soul of and halves. Artist the sea. The daughter of the cemetery caretaker. Who else? V, whose brand is in the box. This one is the most important of them all. What weird notes. At first I'm like, okay, I get it. The daughter of the Ogimsky family, she will inherit the earth. Even if you don't know what that means, it's just like, okay, she has a future, so something's gonna go on with her. The other tags are all the other notes are weird. Most definitely angry. He knows when. Back door. Artist the sea? Like each one gets more confusing until the last one doesn't even have a note. It's just like, daughter of the cemetery caretaker for no written reason. And then V, who he doesn't even list by name. Whose brand is in the box. That one's most important of them all. So that's the one that's the item I got earlier. The brand. Why am I just now getting these? I guess I got these documents in the moment when, oh, my hunger's a problem. I do have money. I could just go to any food place and get stuff. I think now that it's day 2, I think I can even afford better stuff. I wish I knew how to kill people instantly. There's supposed to be like a backstab. But the game won't tell me how to do it. And I literally don't get any results when I try to look up the idea of the concept of that mechanically. To the point where I've never found evidence that the mechanic exists and still wonder whether that's true or not. Please die before you get her. There we go. You're free! You're free, lady! Run! Run free! Yummy. Yummy organs. So many organs. And suddenly this is an action game. Admittedly, it is kind of neat to have a whole bunch of incentive to kill the enemies the game spawns at night. It changes this phase of the time a bit in a way that was less apt before. I'm not super fond of the herb gathering. It's not the concept of it. It's more that the herbs are so hard to spot. I wish they were a different color or something. Maybe that would spoil the atmosphere of the setting or something. But maybe like make them a different color that's, you know, not thematically consistent. Just like a brightness difference. Like make them significantly lighter or darker than the rest of the plants or something. As opposed to like red or purple or something. You can make them like the color of the plague. Ooh, that weird pussy, gross, reddish, whatever the hell color we see everywhere. Make them that color. That would work without being distracting, right? Just kind of grasping around, really, but I just feel like it's a little frustrating how hard they are to spot, because it leads to a lot of me looking for false positives, I guess, or like, you know, just vaguely searching. Like every now and then I'm like, oh, there's one, definitely, and I'll just be surprised by it. But for every time that happens, I spend a lot of time just gazing around, being like, maybe that's, no, that's not, I don't know, that could be one, no. Getting me some more coffee. Always coffee. Be useful in the long term, but when I need to heal my health and my, exhaustion at the same time, it's definitely more tempting to sleep. And admittedly, my health does not stick around very well, so that'll probably happen a lot. No real signs of plague. What day is it again? Yeah, it is day 3 already. I've actually never encountered the plague yet, even though I just went through day 2. Did day 2 never send me towards the plague zone, or was I misremembering the plague? Does the plague start on day 3? No. No. I hate that he throws the knife. It's so strong. Ah. We're getting better. Knife! Backup knife. I might run around. I'll actually probably run around with backup knives as this character. Just to give me more to do. More ammo, basically. Because, I'll be seeking out more of the fights as opposed to avoiding them. And knife durability is impressively weak across the board. See, as far as I'm aware, yeah, I don't have today's quest yet. So right now, my primary goal is to get to the theater just to see the mime play, while, you know, trying to maximize resources. The way I'm probably going to handle this is definitely to, like, have kind of like 2 versions of my inventory. Like the nighttime inventory where I stock up on all the limbs, all the organs and plants, and trade those in, then stash all that at my base, then turn back around and have a normal day of collecting stuff from garbage cans, the way that, oh shit, I don't have the stuff. The way that, I'll go back to collecting garbage like normal during the day, and trading that with children, and then when I go to my house around midnight, I'll drop all that stuff off at my house, and switch back to organs and stuff like that. That's the only way to really make the 2 just overwhelming amount of inventory stuff work. Well, what's the news about town? Vanity of vanities. All is vanity. Take the polyhedron. That's become a children's game now. 'Tis lovely children that reside there now. They've weaved a nest among the dead tines of the machine, like charming singing birds. But not for them the tower's been conceived, but for the glory of the benefactors, the family of them philanthropists. What family are you talking about? The Canes, stricken down with bitter grief these days, who else? But 'twas another purpose that their project was intended for, the purpose without notice, having lost. It stands abandoned now, and so it will end, it will until the end of days. What was it intended for? Damned if I know. Not for the mortal life. That's filled with honest sweat, with mundane pain and transient jealousy. There was a lofty purpose that is unknown to me. A purpose unqualified, a dream, yes sir. Okay, tell me, is any of your mates sick with a strange disease? Our souls are sick. Mine, and those of my friends, a sickness both contagious and lethal. The sickness unto death. Thank you, that'd be enough. I still need to find a food place. Did I walk by one already? I got a little absent-minded when dealing with the constant threat of death from other sources that I maybe forgot about my food mission a little bit. I quick save. Oh yeah, I opened an inventory. I opened a menu and quick saved, and when those things happen, you can bet on the idea that bell in progress will reset. The sick people are starting to show up. The unique NPC that shows up to be like, oh, I'm sick. Not to be confused with characters that are the plague victims that try to kill you or something. I have not actually gathered any bottles, so there's no reason to talk to that guy, unfortunately. I'm right here, might as well talk to the Ogimskis, since they seem to be likely to give me missions, and maybe I'll get a head start on it, since it's now 1 in the morning.
Hard. It's hard.
I've had a very hard day, and so have you, most likely. We deserve some rest. Let us talk in the morning. I have no plans to rest. So yeah, talk in the morning. So I have to wait for his morning to start, as opposed to the clock's morning, and that it is technically the beginning of the next day, as according to clocks, but that's not how people tend to work. In fact, more of the average person's sleeping time takes place after midnight than before it. So they're like just starting to sleep, and I'm already done with the whole thing because I was, well, I was done with the day already. I was all ready to make the next day happen. I'm interested in seeing if I can turn a significant monetary profit from the Haruspex's behaviors. Because if that becomes a thing, then I could start just shooting everybody. Like, if I can afford to just buy the ammo, then I could just kill people with bullets. Which is noticeably easier than killing them with, not bullets, basically. Wow, that did some damage. I'm definitely getting some money just from all the killing, for sure. That makes progress of its own. That is not to be ignored. There's another one right here. I super don't have food places memorized. Oh yeah, one's right over here. Yeah, let's just go to that place real quick before I continue getting sidetracked with other stuff that is admittedly worth doing, but I do need to deal with the fact that my health's going to go down if I let my hunger max out. It might even be going down already. I was stabbed once. That's a weird thing to say so casually. I was stabbed once. In the wall. Wow, so many NPCs and none of them were the people that attacked me. What a surprise. Is there water nearby? I'll get a bandage if there's a water nearby. Shit. Oh, there's 2 drunks but no waters. I've got just enough bottles to turn them into water. Nah. Eh. How far does the guy have to walk for water? I'm told the guys are gonna despawn. Oh shit, that guy's under attack. Well, I guess I gotta murder that dude. Or he's gonna immediately kill him and come after me. Maybe he'll turn around and go after the other guy? Yes. Oh, he's attacking me. Oh, did he throw the knife into that guy? There we go. You're alive, dude. You live. And I'm a good guy. You saw me do a good deed, right? That means I'm good. Love me. Anyway, I'm gonna take all those guys' organs. Thanks for looking the other way, dude. I'm so far off course now just because I wanted to find water and somehow didn't find water. Are you guys a source of water that works? I feel like you're not. No, because that's like the well water. And that's all supposed to be in like bad news, but somebody keeps refilling the water via the tanks. Which I still have some questions about. I feel like there was at some point like one line of dialogue being like, yeah, those get refilled every day or something. And that's like the most. Oh, there's one. Damn it. I feel like somebody just said, yeah, those get refilled and didn't elaborate, and it's never been elaborated on since. And it might be the closest thing to a world inconsistency of the entire game is the idea that so much shit goes down. The place has like, the place becomes a total shit show, like, what do you call it? State of emergency is declared, people are being burned in the streets, all the shit's happening, but every single water supply is always full. All the way through the entire 2 weeks. In a town of thousands of people. It's a lot of water. Hello, friend. I would like to not starve. That's like my favorite thing to do. Ooh, these prices are way lower than they were before. Oh, they're so low. Thank you. Thank you. I would like to not die. Well, those weren't very filling, were they? Oh, did I already have a bread on me? You idiot. You idiot. You already had one bread on you. You didn't even have to risk being in harm's way. I was fine overall regardless, but I could have just not even been in the danger zone because bread is so filling. Alright. Yeah, we'll make a note to visit food places today if I can and try to fill up on that shit. Main concern probably is that I do remember having a similar thought process as The Bachelor, and then in the early days getting really blindsided by some really nasty costs. Although that didn't happen too much, it was really one day. There was the one specific day where we were asked to free a bunch of prisoners because they were wrongly imprisoned by Stammerton being a shitbag, which he pretty much always is. And I did, but they cost 10,000 each if I remember correctly, which is just a lot of goddamn money. That was an adventure, trying to figure out how to get so much money so quickly in one day, but of course, you know, the game provides. you'll often have something else going on that day that's a convenient opportunity to solve that exact problem you have. But you gotta bleed for that. And my concern there is that when I came to free people, I think somebody originally claimed that more people were imprisoned, and then when I got there, fewer people were there, and the guy said that somebody else already paid to free a bunch of the other people. And I'm like, oh no, who was that? It could have been Clara, it could have been some unrelated character, it could have been young Vlad. Sometimes young Vlad or Victor will do something kind of nice in this game. Sometimes. Or it could have been, the Haruspex. And if it's the Haruspex, that means that I'm gonna have that quest in the early days of this game, and I'm like, ah, shit. I'll probably do it, even though it costs so much. I didn't find a single useful herb today. What a bummer. There was stuff here before. I didn't even find that good of loot in general, I just found some bottles. Oh well. Perform for me.
Rulers had to accept something was wrong. The terrifying discoveries have convinced them. One of them managed to curb the family feud.
Bad news. The governor will abuse his power, and the rest won't let him get away with this. Nothing's changed.
The town was placed in quarantine. From now on, the infected districts will be locked down, and no one will be able to leave until the situation is resolved.
Well, it won't be. They won't figure it out.
It shouldn't be a surprise that these characters are based on real people's appearances, because they literally show a photograph. You can see the HD versus non-HD versions of the photos to see that they actually edited some of the photos to change their face shapes, like some of them look more gaunt or whatever the hell. Like there's little proportional changes for some of their faces and stuff like that.
It's sometimes necessary to play the fool, to avoid being deceived by cunning men.
Yes, hello. But what I found out is that Artemy here is based on, like, I forget the exact title, but the CEO or lead designer or top dude or whatever at Ice Pick Lodge. This is the lead guy of the company. Is the guy I'm playing as. It's literally, I believe it's literally a photo of him, and the models, you know, as close as they could get, like 12, 14 years ago. I keep forgetting when this game came out.
A wrong place invites a fatal turn of events.
Alright, you're gonna be just as not that interesting. But the fact... Oh, shit. Briefly thought he was the one I don't want to see when I'm trapped in the middle of a courtyard in, you know, dagger throwing range. I'm like, oh, okay. It's really weird being back in this stage where I don't have a giant backlog of bottles. In these early stages of the game, there's so many drunks everywhere, and they're very easy to find more of, so you can very easily trade off the bottles you have. But the bottles are exactly as easy to get as they are the rest of the game, which is to say, not super easy to get very quickly. It's just that the drunks became so much harder to find in later episodes that that was the big wait. Like, they become so much harder to find, and later... Oh, shit. Oh, wait. I'm just gonna quick save before every fight, because that could every fight's a chance to very abruptly be in bad juju. He's gonna throw that at me. Wow. Ah, shit. Oh, that didn't work out for me. Ah, I'm still alive. Damn it. Probably might have been for the best for me to die, honestly. I'm still half durability, let's keep going. I definitely had the thought of, like, maybe I should just die. I'm not in a good spot. That looks like something I can pick. No, it's not. Oh. In the distance, it stood out so much, but it's just a generic-ass thing that you see everywhere. Just oddly alone in its placing. All right. Well, I think it's about time for a time skip. It's only 3 a.m. Imagine I did this for like twice as long. I'll probably see you guys when I get to like a place to trade the organs for something else, because unless a quest comes up, I'm just gonna be running around doing this for a while, doing all the killing. Hey, boink! Got a little one of those right outside of Vlad's place. Speaking of which, do you sell maps yet? I don't know if that's a thing yet. Hello.
I am crushed by these walls.
Alright, you should probably get a better mason then. Ooh, that stands out. That's a welcome sight. Click. Yeah, every now and then they stand out like crazy. But like, there's so many plants that look just like that one though, and for all I know, it might spawn there too. I've also got like a superstition in my head that maybe every time you go to one of those structures, the impossible, the stairway to heaven places, I think that those might have one herb hiding in there somewhere if you're lucky each time. His dialogue's slightly weird. No. You don't have any... No. You don't have any bandages for me. Shit. My strategy was loop around, kill dudes, get stuff, which, you know, I got some stuff. I got 9 of everything, 10 livers, I guess. I don't know why I have 10 livers. And then my hope was to sell the less valuable stuff to him to get bandages, and to then trade the more valuable stuff for drugs and keep that going. Because I do need to have bandages in supply, or I'm going to be in real trouble. Since I'm so combat heavy. Man, that goes so well when it goes well, and so not when it doesn't. Ooh, a new weapon. More backup knives to do the murdering with. Good news. And if I get too many knives, I'll be like, that's too many knives. Gotta sell this to one of these butcher people. Thankfully, this town's full of, like, butchers and stuff that all have, like, a cow icon outside their door, and I'm like, come over here, we sell dried meats. And I'm like, you want a knife? I've tested it. It's good. It's strong. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I did a thing. It didn't actually work, but I did a thing. Alright, that must be the backstab? Is my weapon so low durability that it's at 8%? That's not great. Maybe the durability of my weapon caused it to not work? Because that definitely was not an instant kill like I think it's supposed to be. But it did do a lot of damage, I think, because he died like immediately after. I've never seen that animation played before. That's a lot of not happy dog noises. Not generally a good sign. Anyway, we're nearing 6 o'clock, so I'm doing my pilgrimage to one of the merchants to try to get some good herbs. Stock up a bit. I don't have use for the herbs yet because the infection's not really a thing yet. But, you know, setting up my patterns now, because we know things get much worse later. And whatever progress I make now will add up. It'll contribute later. Spend so much time staring at the horizon, like trying to make out if any of the plants look different from the rest. I'll have to write down in exact terms probably what gets sold by each of these guys, because it's a little hard to keep them straight. Between sessions, mainly. What? What just happened? Oh, he probably asked for some blood. Huh. I'm gonna go back, just to see what the dialogue was.